This man Kenpachi is on demon time. You might as well get this nigga a bandana.
I swear, cause I don't know, them dreads or cornrow, bro. Like in the eye patch, the scar. Come on, bro. Talk to me. Let's do this. Da 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 da. Oh. Set it down. Let me do this. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Go by the name of GODGOTHAM Game and welcome back to G Channel. The second channel. Today, you already know we're finna to another one. Your boy Synsei. I like watching these like him too, bro. So I'm excited for him too. Okay, and everyone is Kenpachi. I hate pronouncing his name, man. It Bleach though. You already know, man. Bleach. It ain't Zaraki. I can't never pronounce their names though. I didn't care, but I know what he was talking about though. The smoke collector. You already know, man. So you already know. Link up in the description. Like, comment, subscribe for the. I am the greatest. I am the worst. And guys, let's get to the video. I want to see what he's gonna make. Synsei. Once again, I must learn from the master.
Told myself that I wasn't gonna be working hard around New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. But I lied, because y'all know me, bro. I'm always thinking ahead. I'm like, all right, what's the next video? And then over this little break that I've been having, I started rewatching Bleach. And I know as soon as I said Bleach, and well, also,
and Bleach is coming back out too, bro. But it's in October. You might well say, I'm on next year. In the next year.
As soon as y'all seen the title and thumbnail, you feel me? But that's neither near or there. Y'all knew what this video was about. Today we are doing a Black Air Force analysis. Okay. Oh my guy, the GOAT, the most demented, most demon time, most Black Air Force energy character in all of Bleach, Kenpachi Zaraki. Now,
hey, for real, I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought I always thought he was black, bro. I don't know. He always looked at black to me, so I don't care, bro. I don't care. And then iPad, yo, gangster. Let's get it.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. This nigga is a demon. Any character that you see on screen and the theme instantly changes to some dark demon time shit, you know that you're in trouble, bro. If you're walking through a forest and you're like da 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 Caillou, you having fun, and all of a sudden you hear dun 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 dun. Like, bro, on some wrestling music, when you start hearing wrestling music, when you run into it,
you know if it go down when you start hearing wrestling music. That's his intro.
Nigga, you know that you're in trouble. Bro, y'all remember watching WWE, and any time that you feel me, The Undertaker came out, it was like a whole movie, bro. You just hear dumb. Lights go black and all that. Yo, your motherfucking heart drops to your stomach, because you know whoever is in that ring is getting folded. That is how everybody feels when they run into Kenpachi Zaraki.
That's what, man. I like him too, man. Like, I ain't gonna, that eye patch make him look even more ripped out. That's just me though, bro. That's just me though. And he always be around with her though. Let's just get to it.
This man Ichigo is running around the Soul Society like a chicken with his head cut off. Man running around like Zoro, don't know where he's going. I was about to Amazon Prime delivery this nigga a GPS. You feel me? And he feels some spiritual pressure. It was at this moment that Ichigo knew that he fucked up. Like basically that's what happened. Bro, when I tell you that this nigga Ichigo looked like he's seen a ghost, I'm not gonna lie. When he seen Zaraki Kenpachi, he had a flashback. This nigga is so demented that this man Ichigo had a flashback to when he beat up Ikkaku. Now, if y'all remember Ikkaku, bald head ass.
I like them too, man. Now, so hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Well, Ibaka, what up the bald head got? Yo, he good too now. He good too now.
This nigga, I sung Caillou earlier because I was thinking of him for real. This nigga out here looking like a swope Caillou, got the bow staff and all that. Y'all remember Ikkaku, bro? When this man beat him, Ikkaku said, hey, yo, which one of y'all niggas is the strongest? This man Ichigo said, shit, I don't know, nigga, probably me. And that made Ikkaku start laughing. He like, man, shit, you better hope you don't run into my man. And Ichigo like, what you mean run into your man? She like, man, my captain, you feel me? You better hope you don't run into Zaraki Kenpachi. That nigga built different. And as soon as he says this, we get back to the present, bro. And this man Zaraki is standing in front of him with this motherfucking girl on his shoulder. Low ass, short ass girl, who we know is Yachi.
I already thought that was her daughter.
That's, you know, his lieutenant of Squad 11. Now, Yachiro was on demon time too, and I'm gonna tell you later because some funny ass shit happened in his Neuter fight. But we're here in this fight now. So as soon as I first seen this nigga Kenpachi, I was just like,
I like the scar. I ain't gonna lie, the scar he had, bro. I like, yo, I knew he was OP.
Oh yeah, this nigga's different. Just look at this nigga. All right, this is where we do the part of the Black Air Force video that is called Synsei's Drip Emporium. Y'all know what that is, man. We about to look at this nigga's drip. This man Kenpachi is on demon time. You might as well get this nigga a bandana
I swear, cause I don't know, them dreads or cornrow, bro. Like, and the eye patch, the scar. Come on, bro. Talk to me, man.
Around his face in a do-rag, bro, because this nigga is different. Somebody put the black Air Forces on this nigga already. Bro has a huge scar on his eye, right? And then he has a eye patch on. Any nigga that has an eye patch
it's trouble, bro. You don't mess with them.
On is a demon. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I have never seen a nigga in an anime with an eye patch on that wasn't on some fucking demon time. And then it doesn't even make sense. You know this nigga's a demon because the eye that he has the scar going down isn't even the eye the eye patch is on. This nigga has an eye patch on the other eye. You know why this nigga got the eye patch on that eye?
He got another power up on that thing, bro. Talk to him.
This nigga Kenpachi's such a demon. He got mad at himself one day and he punched himself in the face so hard that his eye completely fell out of the socket. This nigga is a masochist, bro. He injured himself. Nah, that's not really what happened. I honestly don't know what happened to this nigga, but the fact that he doesn't have the eye patch on this scarred eye lets you know that nigga is a demon. Kubo wanted you to see that he had the scar. Kubo was like, oh yeah, you need to know this nigga's a demon, bro, on God. So him and Ichigo get to fighting, and right away as Ichigo swings his sword at him, I realized like, oh, this nigga's completely built different. There's nothing Ichigo can do. So they get to scrapping, and at first Kenpachi was like totally just punishing this nigga. Like it was to the point where this nigga Ichigo couldn't do anything. But all of a sudden, something really weird happened in the fight. Ichigo started like injuring him. Now, as he was injuring this man Kenpachi, I realized that, oh yeah, this nigga Kenpachi's on a different level of
He love that stuff, bro. He eat that stuff. He like that stuff.
of demon time. You know how some niggas have fetishes, right? Like some niggas like feet, some niggas like the BDSM shit, some niggas like getting bowls of tricks ate out of their butthole. You feel me? Like everybody likes different things, but this nigga Kenpachi's turned on by pain, bro. Like
Exactly. He love that stuff.
I swear to God, every time he gets cut, bro, I started seeing his dick move, bro. I'm like, bro, why can I see your print when you start bleeding? Like, what's going on? Pause. But anyways, that's neither near or there. This man just likes to fight. Literally, anybody that likes to fight to this extent is a Black Air Force nigga. But it gets to the
He beyond Black Force energy, bro.
point, and I will explain this because you really don't find this out until the Unohana fight, but like, that happens so later on that I just want to say it now. When this nigga Zaraki fought Unohana, right? He had never found anybody that was worth fighting. This nigga had fought nothing but fodder his entire life. This nigga had basically been going around punishing Marines from One Piece. Like he's been destroying. Damn, why did One Piece catch that stray like that? I don't know. But anyways, he had been punishing fodder his whole life. So when Unohana starts fighting him, it's the first time he had found anybody that was a stout opponent. Anyone that could, you know, measure up to him in any facet. And he loved it so much that he was afraid he would lose this feeling. And that drove him to subconsciously put shackles on himself. This nigga limited himself because he always wanted to be close to his opponent so he can know that feeling of having an actual challenge. So that's what happened in this Ichigo fight and in the Noitra fight. This nigga just was always limiting himself. So once he feels like Ichigo was actually standing a chance, he's like, oh, I can go all out. And this nigga takes off the eye patch.
Exactly.
And I'm like, all right, what is
It's OP, bro. Once you take that eye patch off.
this taking off this eye patch about to do? And then it happens. This nigga's Ryatsu level goes to the moon. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? This is how you know this nigga is not to be fucked with. Behind this nigga Kenpachi, you just see a huge skull. Imagine you're going to fight somebody and when they get serious, you just see a figure of death behind them. It's
He
like
just went guard mode, bro.
that one fight in One Punch Man where fucking Saitama and Genos are fighting in the little Grand Canyon type beat. And this man's like, no, you said you were gonna be serious. And then Saitama like sidestep teleports behind.
Hey, hey, you already know Saitama, bro. He OP, but I know I ain't. Y'all know how I am. Saitama always OP, bro. No one can beat him. I'm gonna say it again. Nobody cannot beat this character. No one cannot beat this character. I know I'm off subject, but no one cannot beat him, bro. Not even Goku. Let's be honest.
Him and goes to punch him and you just see his huge
see
fist
that,
and it says
boy?
death. It's like one of those moments you do not want to fight a nigga that you see a huge skull behind. Like,
That's
bro, I'm
what-
not fighting any nigga that has an ornament from a gravestone behind them. Like, what is that? So at this point, him and Ichigo draw, but not because Kenpachi is too weak, it's just he limited himself. And I say that because right after this, we get to the next fight that happens in the same arc when he fights both Captain Kamamura and Captain Tosen. Now him and Kamamura never really got to scrap. Kamamura just uses his Bankai and then like the Byakuya Ichigo fight starts, which kind of derivatives their attention, but he did fight this nigga Tosen. Now this man Tosen pulled up.
That's a traitor, man. He a traitor, man. I like the drip though, I ain't gonna lie.
Looking like Ray Charles. Like, this nigga is blind. Stevie Wonder type beat. You can't see, but it doesn't really matter. The nigga is a captain. Now, this nigga Zaraki has his lieutenants with him, and so do them. Now, all 4 of the lieutenants flash step off. They get to scrapping themselves, but Zaraki's like, oh yeah, I told you I wanted a 4v1. Y'all made it a 2v1. Y'all done made the odds better for me. Like, this nigga's like, yo, I'm about to punish on it. And I'm like, if this nigga beats 2 captains, he's the GOAT. I don't care what nobody says, but I didn't think he would win because at the time that I was watching, he had just drew the Ichigo. I was like, there ain't no way he's about to win. He probably about to get jumped. And then he starts fighting these niggas. And when I tell you that he punished, and I mean absolutely dog walked this nigga Tosin, it was so bad. Bro, it reminded me of the Boondocks episode. Y'all remember when Stank Meter was blind, right? And he accidentally got lucky with his cane, so we dodged Grandpa's like whole punch or whatever. You remember this whole time they were training Grandpa, and then they finally fought at the end? Hey bro, this nigga beat the shit out of a nigga because he's blind? That is what just happened in this fight. Bro, this man Tosin used his Bankai, which pretty much gets rid of all the senses of his opponent, pretty much bringing them down to his level. But that didn't even help. This man Kenpachi still beat up the handicapped person. Bro, I felt so bad. I was like, someone called the cops on this nigga. He was beating the shit out of someone that can't see. Yo, this man Tosin's like, oh, you can't see me here. Your senses are gone. And then this man Kenpachi says, oh, I can't see? So how am I touching you? And grabs this nigga arm and then pulls him in, stabs this nigga dead in his stomach. I'm like, oh my God, this nigga Kenpachi is the GOAT. Bro,
he love pain, bro.
how do you get into someone's Bankai? This man Tosin basically put a domain expansion over this nigga, and he can't see anything, and he still managed to cut the nigga. I'm like, bro, there's nothing that this man can't cut. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, we're gonna fast forward to the Neutra fight at this point, right? So we get to the Hueco Mundo shit, and this man Ichigo is getting punished by this big ass, burly ass, like, I don't even know what it is, an Espada? I don't know what the thing is that was beating him up. I really can't remember. But anyways, he's getting punished, bro, and I'm like, oh my God. Odahime in the back, like, oh my God, Kunisaki-kun. I hate Odahime, bro. Like, Odahime and Sakura are like in a race neck and neck against who's the worst. It's like seeing 2 trash cans race for first. Like, oh my God. But anyways, Odahime Kunisaki-kun in the background. This man is getting punished. I mean, this big ass thing. Beam, rocking him. This man Neutra just watching this shit. So they go to finish Ichigo off, and this nigga Kenpachi shows up and blocks his big ass thing with his sword and shit. First off, this man got this chipped ass sword. I'm tired of this nigga Kenpachi sword. By the way, I forgot to mention this, but now since I'm talking about a sword, I will. This nigga has done all of these fights so far with no Shikai or Bankai. Now, Shikai is like the, first form of your Zanpakuto, and the Bankai is like the truest form or whatever, something like that. I know y'all dweeb ass niggas will tell me, but anyways, he has neither one of those, like neither one of those forms. This nigga has just been fighting with a regular ass form. He's so strong that the other captains just believe that he has a continuous Shikai form. No, why would his Shikai be some stupid chipped ass sword? This nigga,
yeah, that sword is crazy rushed in. It's no good, bro.
Nigga got fucking shark teeth as a sword, jagged, nasty ass sword. Like, what, bro? There's no way y'all thought this was his Shikai. But anyway, this nigga's fighting this nigga Neutra with this chipped ass sword, right? He gets to scrapping this nigga, and once again,
he enjoying that stuff too, bro.
Limits himself, bro. And I'm just like, Kenpachi, you gotta stop. Like, what are you doing? But anyways, Neutra is getting bodied because it's Kenpachi. So he ends up using this Resurrection, which is super broken, by the way, because these niggas can basically just revive themselves. Like, bro, these niggas got quick revive, bro. Like, you put them down, like, oh my God, that shit is broken, bro. It's like, nah, not even a quick revive. It's like self-revive, bro. You know, it's a self-revive perk that's in like the newer zombies. You go down and get you up. That's what these niggas got. Bro, this nigga healed completely up. Scar going all that. And they got some sort of like regeneration. I'm like, okay, hold on. This nigga might get with Kenpachi. Nope, I was wrong. This whole time, Kenpachi was limiting himself, not only subconsciously, but also literally with his skills. He doesn't even use kendo. He just fights recklessly, brute force wise with his fucking
he does.
Stupid chipped ass sword. So then he gets to a point where he's mad at Neutra. This nigga Neutra over here looking like a slender Goro, got 4 arms and shit. Dumbass. I don't even know, like, it's like a crescent moon type sword. I don't know, but anyway,
I like that sword though.
Kenpachi gets to the point where he's like, I'm tired of this. I didn't want to use this, but these dumbass captains made me learn it. He goes to grab his sword with 2 hands, uses 1 kendo slash, and cuts this nigga clean down the middle. This nigga Neutra is instantly like, arms fucked up, going and shit. This nigga's a paraplegic at this point. He's like, ugh. And then this nigga Kenpachi's like, oh, you're dead. I don't even have any, desire to fight you anymore. I'm just gonna leave. So he goes to leave. This nigga is like, no, finish me off. And I'm like, pause. What you mean finish him off? What do you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
By that. So anyways, this nigga Kenpachi's like, all right, bet. Goes back, slashes the nigga again, and bodies him. You didn't even have to die, you dumbass nigga. Why did you let him kill you? This nigga was trying to spare your ass, but finishes him, yo. What's funny in this shit though, on some Black Air Force Demon Time shit from Yachiru is, and also Kenpachi, was when this nigga Ichigo sees him, he's like, yo, is that Zaraki Kenpachi? And this nigga turns around and says, you better hope it is, and kicks this nigga all the way out the frame. Boots this nigga. Boom. Bro,
Like, and bro, already injured, man. Like, I was confused when he did that. I'm like, yo, why?
he kicked this nigga so hard, bro, they censored it out of the dub. That shit's just in the sub, bro. This nigga is different. Then this nigga was about to try to get in the fight. Yachiro hit this nigga with the bicycle kick. This nigga Yachiro over here looking like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I'm talking. They doing him, man, boy is injured.
Yo, it's like, stay out of the fight. Kenny's got that face on him. He's happy. That's my Yachiro voice, by the way. But anyways, punishes this nigga Ichigo. Bro, these niggas are demons, bro. I'm just like, come on. What are we talking about? So next up in the fights, bro, we got my nigga Kenpachi versus Unohana, bro. This is the best Kenpachi fight in my opinion. Also one of the best fights in the entire series, by the way. So I told y'all a little bit of this earlier. Unohana was the first Kenpachi. So Unohana goes and she basically has to do these like tough jobs for the Soul Society, right? They basically make the, you know, the Kenpachis do the criminal shit. If they weren't captains, they'd be criminals. That's basically what Kenpachi and Unohana tell us here. So they send her on this like mission or whatever to in this impoverished ass area. Literally the racist cleanup crew, basically. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, basically Unohana's a task force, but I don't know. But anyways, she shows up and one of the lieutenants is like, oh man, I see this, you know, heap of bodies. And Unohana's like, nigga, that's not my bodies, nigga. Like, how long has these bodies been here? And he's like, I don't know, nigga. I thought you did it. And then Unohana's like, all right, yo, get out the way, you feel me? And she finds this nigga Kenpachi, but he's a kid. So she gets a scrap in this nigga. And let me tell you how strong this nigga is. This little porcupine head ass nigga was so strong when he was a kid that he was stronger than not only a captain, but a Kenpachi. He was stronger than Unohana. And I already explained to you that he limited himself in this fight, but he was stronger than her in this fight. Shit is crazy. So Unohana's idea in this fight to try to get these shackles off of this nigga, which was a direct command by Kiraku, was to basically keep killing this nigga and reviving him. There's a point in the fight where she's killing this nigga and she says, I'll do this hundreds, no, thousands. She killed this nigga thousands of times in this fight. You know you're a Black Air Force nigga when you die 1,000 times and you
Yeah, just like the son to lower him down or something like that.
still get up? What kind of nigga are you, bro? What kind of batteries do you have? Them shit's recharging themselves. Bro, this chick Unohana was killing this nigga and bringing him back to life thousands of times until it got to a point where this nigga was that nigga. He was like, oh, before I was just reacting to her sword. Now I'm acting off of pure reflex. This nigga is just dodging. Weave, cut, weave. And it gets to a point where Unohana is happy to die to this nigga. You know that y'all are some demons when you're happy to die to another demon. Kenpachis are demons, bro. Their whole thing is let's just fight to the death. So they get to fighting, bro, and this nigga Kenpachi finally finishes her off, stabs this bitch straight through her abdomen, her sternum, all of that. She's dying blissful, like, oh, I'm so happy that I'm dying to this nigga. You're the only man to bring me true joy. And I'm like, damn, Kenpachi, you should have at least clapped the cheeks first before you killed her. I mean, God,
I swear, man.
damn, like, anyways, I'm down bad. But this nigga Kenpachi is the GOAT. So we finally learned his Shikai and shit after this, you feel me? Because he's kind of reached a new height, a new level. And then we get to the last arc, bro. This nigga fights Gremmy. Now, let me tell y'all about this Gremmy fight. Bro, this nigga Gremmy literally is like a reality shifter, bro. Anything that he wants, he just makes it happen with his mind type shit. So we gets to fighting this motherfucking Kenpachi. Kenpachi shows up with a Shikai. Nigga got a big ass butcher knife looking like he working at deli. Like, nigga, let me get a pound of turkey and a salami. Like, big dumbass shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
That thing clean though.
Bro, shit you will find in a motherfucking kitchen. Like, I don't know. But anyways, he gets to slashing this big ass building. Grimmy's like, oh my God, nigga, you destroying this big ass building with one slash. And then he starts imagining this shit. And he puts his nigga Kenpachi in the vacuum of space. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, this nigga's in space right now. His fucking eye socket starts to fall out. His body starts fucking moving weird. And this Gremmy is like, yeah, when you're in space, your lungs will implode if you breathe and your body will start to deform. You're gonna die a slow, painful death. And he's like, if you can cut anything, I'll put you somewhere where you can't cut. And this nigga Kenpachi, like the Black Air Force fucking demon he is, he's like, I guess you didn't harden your body hard enough. and cuts through space. I've never seen a nigga cut through something like that. Bro, what kind of fucking, oh my God. He cuts this nigga in half. I'm like, oh, Gremmy's dead already? Wrong. This nigga Gremmy reforms his body and then blows this nigga Kenpachi up with like a nuke. And I'm like, okay, Kenpachi's gotta be done at this point, right? There's no way. That shit only damaged his fucking clothes. This nigga come out of the smoke, body still intact on demon time. It's so bad that this nigga Gremmy was like, bro, I wanna
He out of ideas now after that.
win. I want to win. This is the first time I've ever wanted to win. And the only way that this nigga thought he could win because Kenpachi is such a demon is him becoming as strong as Kenpachi. He imagined Kenpachi as this super fucking unreachable monster and he became that in his mind. And I know you're thinking like, oh shit, the fight got interesting here. No, this nigga Gremmy killed himself. Yo, Kenpachi is so strong. When he imagined to be as strong as him, his body couldn't take it. This nigga Gremmy started falling apart. This nigga Kenpachi is standing over him like, man, you're a dumbass. You imagine me to be some unimaginable monster, and that unimaginable monster is the reason you're dead. Fucking dumbass. Bro, I'm like, oh my God. This nigga Gremmy body was falling apart. It looked nasty as shit. His arm hanging off the bone like a tender steak. Like, bro, like, what's going on with this nigga? His whole body was fucked up. Nigga was built like the muscle form of Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. Like, bro, it was crazy. Then we get to this Valkyrie fight at the end, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is where this nigga Zaraki Kenpachi learns Bankai, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. There's this theory that Yachiro is his Bankai, and I'm like, that's fucking demented. But hey, that's neither near or there. This nigga Bankai deserves Black Tims. We're putting Black Tims officially on Zaraki Kenpachi's Bankai. This nigga looks like a literal demon. Like, y'all remember that nigga Hellboy? He looks like a Hellboy ass nigga. His skin
Clean too. Real clean, bro. Hey, I still think he black though.
is red. Bro, this nigga's red, got the dagger fucking pointed tooth, and then his sword is disgusting. It's like mangled, nasty ass sword. This nigga Valkyrie, big stupid ass nigga, looking like a huge ass wrestler, got wrestler armor on, talking about, yo, the Johoffer, Hogoffer, whatever the fuck stupid ass pronunciation. He's like, oh, you're not even worth hitting. Your mangled ass sword, your Bankai sucks, all of this shit. He go to punch this nigga Zaraki. Cut this nigga arm clean off. This nigga talking shit like, oh, you can't even do nothing. Cutting my arm's not gonna do anything. I'm like, nigga, he cut your arm off. Like, what do you mean it's not gonna do anything? So then he goes to attack this nigga directly. He got this big ass shield that no one has been able to get through. This nigga Zaraki cuts through his head and also shatters the shield completely. This nigga's like, oh, what the fuck, nigga, you got through my shield? And I'm like, bro, somebody get this nigga a mini. His shield is gone. That was a Fortnite joke.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't play Fortnite, bro. But hey, I am waiting on that Bleach to come back out though.
But anyways, nah, for real, on some real shit though, he bodies this nigga, this big giant ass nigga. Bro, Zaraki Kenpachi is a pure demon, bro. This nigga is a Black Air Force with a fucking sword. There is nothing that this nigga has done in the story that I'm like, that's soft. This nigga is not soft. He is hard. This nigga is Viagra hard. Pause. This nigga is fucking brick hard. Pause. This nigga is concrete hard. Pause. Everything about him is fucking Black Air Force, bro. This nigga needs them. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If Kenpachi was ever in a video game, they just need to have a style where this nigga has a do-rag and Black Air Forces on. Nah, fuck that. A ski mask and a Black Air Forces on and a big ass 40, nigga. This nigga is the fucking GOAT. If Kenpachi's Zanpakuto was a big ass gun, I will believe it. Because this nigga is smoking everything he comes in contact with. This nigga might as well be in a barbecue contest the way that this nigga is smoking shit. I am not playing with this nigga, bro. That was bars, by the way. But anyways, though, this nigga Kenpachi's the fucking GOAT. You know what the fuck going on? Stop playing with Kenpachi. Big Kenpachi, nigga. He was the first nigga to kill a captain without a Zanpakuto, nigga.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. You already know, man. I told y'all, man. That dude OP, man. OP to the fullest. But yeah, y'all already know. Link up in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I put a dude, man.